Episode 7 of Daima has set up the long-anticipated battle of Goku versus a Tamagami, and we all know this is going to be super exciting, especially with the unexpected reveal of Tamagami 3, but we also got the introduction of a new character and a super meta moment between Pansy and Goku, and finally we get Vegeta arriving in the Demon Realm. This was a jam-packed episode and I'm especially excited to talk about Tamagami 3, but first, a quick summary on what exactly happened in episode 7 of Dragon Ball Daima. Last episode we have Bulma's spaceship breaking down. So immediately in this episode we find out why. Bulma built a spaceship because it's missing an element only found in the Demon Realm. She ends up yelling at Vegeta for being a bit of a complainy bitch. But of course, in perfect timing, we get Hybis landing on the tower to a mysterious soundtrack. Very fitting for the greatest character in the Dragon Ball universe. And we also get some hilarious moments of the goat Hybis, which we will get to. Switching scenes to Goku and the gang, we see the demon food equivalent of a granola bar. Goku devours 2 of them and expands, looking just like myself after Thanksgiving. And here's where our hilarious meta moment comes into play that will get fans talking. Pansy asks a question on everyone's mind. How the hell did Goku raise kids? He responds with a very honest answer saying, I wasn't really involved. You gotta love the acknowledgement at least. Dragon Ball fans have been joking about this for a while now, as we all know how shitty anime fathers can be, so it's great that the producers are finally poking fun at it now. They just need to give Piccolo his flowers for Stepfather of the Year. And to be fair, Goku does die every time a kid pops out. Is it on purpose? TBD. Another quick scene change back to Hybis and the gang, finally getting to see who is coming to the Demon Realm, and that is Vegeta, Piccolo, and Bulma. Kibito stays put, thank God. Hybis not at all hiding his disdain for this mission, as he wants to get to the beauty parlor ASAP. Also, he answers the phone like a 5-year-old. Brilliant. Goku and the gang are currently on their way to a Tamagami, and spoiler alert, the Tamagami they meet may be runner-up for best new character, which I'll talk about in a moment. On their way there, the Gendarmerie do an illegal stop and search. If you've forgotten who they are the military police that serves the Demon King Goma, aka their fodder. Unfortunately, they are caught because of the demon collar around Pansy's neck, which acts as a tracking device. This starts a search of their plane to find Goku-chan, but with a bit of instant transmission trickery, Goku goes undetected. However, they want to take Pansy in for questioning. She quickly busts out her lucky tasering taser and decks this bitch, and we get a pretty fun fight scene of Gloria showing off his Sith magic and Supreme Kai actually doing something for once. Finally, Goku sending the rest of the Gendarmerie blasting off again. They hijack their plane and Goku pokes a dead one with a stick, and we find out that Dr. Arinsu was the one who made these indestructible demon collars made from kachintite. I believe I'm saying that correctly. Pretty much the Dragon Ball equivalent of Marvel's Vibranium. She's an evil witch, but why do they have to animate her so well? Supreme Kai doing something useful once again and removes the collar with some flamboyant magic. Feels like he could have done that earlier, but that's okay. We also find out Shin's demon name, Nahare. Is that important information for the series? No clue. Goku nails the name Nahare first go, pretty much confirming Goku has been f***ing with Glorio this entire time. Finally, off they go back on track, but Glorio mentions that they will need a new pin for the Gendarmerie's plane to go through Warp Sama's mouth hole again. So we get introduced to a new character, Peril, a weird green bug-looking thing. Nowhere near as cool as Hybis or the Tamagami 3, but plays the part of your typical movie hacker, fixing that problem within seconds. Plot inconvenience solved. And we get confirmation that Hybis and the gang have arrived in the Demon Realm. And I, for one, am very excited to finally see Hybis get to that beauty parlor. Unfortunately, King Candon absolutely f***s up Hybis's plans, ordering him to be their guide indefinitely, ruining his date with his 100% real girlfriend, who you wouldn't know because she lives in a different part of the Demon Realm. Thankfully, Hybis is persuaded with pizza. Scene change. Goku and the gang make it to their first Tamagami, and he's a big boy. But they just tease us because Goku needs to go eat first. We find out from a Demon Realm local that the last person to challenge their Tamagami was a stubborn fighter who was killed by it 20 years ago. We also find out that the Tamagami are at least stronger than Deborah, as he could not defeat one either. The episode ends with Goku facing off with Tamagami number 3, ending on an exciting cliffhanger. And I must say, this was the best way to introduce the Tamagami. Just straight up comically yelling as soon as Goku faces off with him. I am very interested in learning more about these magical robots. And that was pretty much episode 7. So here are my thoughts and theories. First of all, my favorite part was easily Tamagami 3, introducing himself in a hilarious heroic tone that is completely unexpected. Of course you'd think that the Tamagami would have a robotic personality, because it's a robot that just stands in one place for years protecting a Dragon Ball. So his introduction being just super extra, it's just amazing. I feel like the fight next episode will be more fun than serious, but from the teaser, the battle still looks very exciting. But definitely A+ for the Tamagami introduction. Hybis once again a comedic comedic standout, very happy to see that there's still focus on Hybis and King Cannon's relationship. Makes for some solid comedy, and glad to see Vegeta and the gang finally make it to the Demon Realm. Here's my theory. Vegeta and the gang are gonna go fight the other Tamagami while Goku fights Tamagami 3. And by the time they get to Tamagami 1, they use the join bug. Sounds like that's what they're leading up to. Because correct me if I'm wrong, it sounded like the fight with a Tamagami must be one-on-one. Loophole equals fusion. I believe that's what's definitely gonna happen. My dislikes for this episode. I just don't care to see the gender marry at all. Their purpose in this series is just to delay the plot. Very annoying. But it was kinda nice to see the action scenes play out with Glorio, Pansy, and Supreme Kai fighting them off. Got very big Star Wars vibes during that. Pretty decent episode, made me very interested in the Tamagamis, and even more interested in Never the Namek who created them. He seems like a pretty OP character so far with the few glimpses we've seen him in action. I believe we're going to get some big reveals soon. But that's the video, thanks for watching, I'll see you in episode 8, and bye bye.